And the stream started. I get a notification for every video, short, or live stream you do.
Live scene. Here we are, live scene. In the scene, we got Oogway, Master Oogway, in fact, on, and we are in Fabled Legacy, and we are gonna see what we can get in the Valentine's Day stuff. Maybe we'll do something else other than Valentine's Day, but at least initially we'll do Valentine's Day. Oh look, I logged in and I have 10 AFK drops. Why? I don't know. Let's pick them up. Oh look, free gold. Hooray. What is this?
Oh look, look, free gold, Ray.
Potato Alpaca wants to trade me. Why? He's like level 24. Yep, not happening. Alright, let's see. We gotta go sell this stuff. Actually, we have to go to the daily, and then we have to sell stuff. And then we'll go into Valentine's Day world.
Just get your daily legendary.
Get my daily legendary. Just gotta pick it up real quick. Here we go. Here's the legendary. Not. Darn. I only got a purple spell, too. Alright, here's the legendary ring. Not. Alright, that's sad. Makes me sad. Should make everyone watching sad. All right, where's the way out to the sell area? Daily rewards. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And Oogway, are you ready to do the Valentine's thingy? They no longer let us. They no longer let us cheese our way in, which is sad and good at the same time.
So we're gonna have to cheese our way to the top.
Well, we will have to cheese our way to the top. Clearly, if there is a cheesy way to do it, we will do it. There is no alternate path. Wait, what? Didn't I send? I saw they sold that. Okay. Let's go. I guess grind, but really it's sort of somewhat cheese because we're already pretty high. The Valentine's Day lobby. Oh, I have an index. Did I get some new weapon I can index? That would be interesting. Yo, first with streams. Who is that? Master of the Uruguay on the stream. What a pro. Nice. All right, here we go. Someone's opening chests. That's good stuff. All right.
Watch them get a save, right?
I'm in the. You're there too. You're 44. I'm only 38. Holy smokes! Can I even do the create party to the calamity? I can't even do it. Oh my gosh! I have to do. I thought I only had to get the 38. Okay.
We'll just have to go to Chaos non-hardcore for now.
Alright, Chaos for 2 more levels, eh? Alright.
We can do it.
Am I joining you or are you joining me?
I'll join you. I joined you.
Alright, let's do it. Let's crush. This is gonna be easy peasy. It's just like...
And the game makes...
Go ahead.
Pardon?
Go ahead.
In the game you need to make it hardcore. We can do that easy.
Oh, totally. You're right. Let's go hardcore. Hey, it's Mr. Pretty 47 is in here.
Okay.
Is that your? Is that your?
Yeah, that's my last name.
That's awesome. Alright, let's see. If I go to settings and I do the always retry. How do you do the... Oh, automatic melee. That's what's on. Okay.
One of my old friends' names was Mr. Bright 36, so I figured to go 11 numbers after.
And now you're pretty bright between the two of you?
No, I'm just pretty.
Nice. Alright. Here we go. Rocking and rolling. And you're just crushing because you're so far ahead of me because you like snuck in the back door. Nice.
Come on, Droid. You need to do some damage.
I know. Come on. Let me get some action here. Yeah, I shot my spell and there's no one to hit.
How are you catching up to me so fast?
I'm not. I wish I was.
For me, you're like...
Oh no, I got stuck on a wall. Now I've fallen behind you now.
Oh, you're gonna have to get some damage.
Oh, I'm getting some damage now. You ain't stopping me now. I'm getting damage. Yeah, good luck on that domination. Yeah, I'm getting the damage. Look at me. 190k.
Oh. Now it's time to see if Droid can catch up to my damage.
Yeah, not happening. Unless you die and I gotta carry. Not suggesting that, just saying it is what it is.
It's just too easy.
It is just too easy, but I got these guys. All right, it might take me 2 rounds. Hey yo, look at that. Come on, at least get me $1 million. Come on, get me $1 million. I didn't even get $1 million. So sad.
I didn't even get a season.
I don't know why, but you seem like someone that might actually enjoy some of Genshin Impact. Have you played that at all?
No, I haven't played that, I don't think.
It's a pretty good game, to be honest. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's got a little interesting story going to it. The combat's really cool. You have to layer different levels of multiple characters and multiple attacks, different skills, complement other different skills. It's kind of cool. But at a certain point, it becomes just like tedious. There's so much to do. It's insane. Wait, why is this guy not dead?
I just figured, I just realized that I do not have Lucky 3 on my crit, so now I can get an extra eye.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I used to have XP accelerated, but someone told me I should save the last 30 minutes of it for the next dungeon.
Yeah, it's kind of smart. I think we need to level you up a bit for the next dungeons. I don't think you're high enough level.
Well, this doesn't help, does it?
We might need to do some off-camera grinding.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe.
You might not be.
Look, I'm over $1 million. I did it. Look at me, Mom. Yeah, yo. Oh, it's at 2 million. What the heck?
I'm almost at 4.5 million. What the heck?
Yeah, I know. It's because you're like a pro.
No, I haven't played this. I haven't actually played Fabled Legacy since you played last. I've basically got enough for the new dungeon, so I only play with you and then wants to play Maple Speed Racing, so I play with him as well.
Yeah, but everyone grinds a little bit, except for me, which I'm like, yeah, I got Wednesday nights basically is my time to grind. So it is what it is. If I have time any other night, probably 90% of the time I'm playing some other game that I'm really into, which is a story RPG. currently
We
that's
do normal
Expedition
global boss.
33. What's that?
Should we do global boss?
Oh, is it coming? Sure. I mean, we can do it when he shows up for sure.
Reid, Droid, I'm at 1 million.
Look at you. I'm at 100,000. Look at me. I'm so pro.
I love making people angry. I don't know why. I can't do it to you, though. You're an adult. You know how to handle things.
I'm not going to get upset about it. I'll be like, oh, that's so awesome. You were more efficient than I was, and you have better gear. Awesome. Good for you. Thanks for the carry.
But in the inside, you're like, I'm gonna steal his loot.
I'm like, gosh darn it, why don't I have good gear? I'm like, I know, because I didn't play 6 hours this week. That's why. I used to do that for Dungeon Quest. Like, I wanted to be one of the top tier players. Right? And I was trying to get our kids to do it too. And Rylan was pretty good at that. But at some point, Reid was just like, yeah, I don't want to grind anymore. I'm happy to play when we're playing, but I don't want to grind. And then it went downhill quickly because then Dungeon Quest sort of fell off anyways.
I think Dungeon Quest they kind of ruined the game.
Well, they ruined the game by not adding more dungeons and by focusing on microtransactions instead of cool new things to look forward to, like, oh, how do we get Excalibur out of the rune stone, you know, that sort of thing. They should have made that an event where when you go in, like, you can't pull this sword out of the stone unless there are 30 people in your lobby to witness it, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That would have been cool, because then it'd be like, holy smokes, this guy got Excalibur, and, you know, content right there.
Make the game more funner. Make it like, make small dungeons like that, people can do different things at different times, not just one repetitive thing.
Exactly, like 100%. I don't know if you saw the video I made on, I made two music videos on Dungeon Quest. Basically how VCafe needs to add more dungeons and stuff like that. And I you know, I threw in like 20 different potential Dungeon Quest concepts, right? But the concept is easy. It's the programming and all the other stuff that's hard. But anyways, it was basically like, man, I would grind Samurai Palace all day long if it scaled to my level. Because I just loved that dungeon. I don't know what it was. It was the scenery. It was the cherry blossoms falling from the sky. I don't know what it was, but I loved that one. So if I could play that at level 200 something, I would play that all the time. I'd grind that in my free time just because I like the setting so much.
Yeah, it is a pretty good dungeon.
So my idea was, or at least what I put it in that video, music video, was if you could scale the dungeon to your level so you could play any dungeon below you, but it would all the enemies scaled up to the level that you're currently at, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And that was the first one that enabled speed spells. So it was kind of like, well, maybe you can only play that dungeon if you've already gotten all the speed spells in future dungeons, which is fine. So if you're using speed spells, you can't do any dungeons below Samurai Palace. That would be fine too. I'd be like, I get it. Speed wasn't a thing before Samurai Palace. It became a thing at Samurai Palace. Totally. If you're a Samurai Palace or above, you can scale Samurai Palace or any other level above it up to your current level. But if you were in Samurai Palace or below, you could only scale those dungeons or not use speed spells. I would totally get that. Like, that makes total sense to me. But there must be something else going on that prohibits that. Though me with my naive sense of programming skills, I don't understand what the heck could be different. Like, why can you not say, oh, this level's 214, let's scale everybody's hit points to, 214 times what they are, generally. I don't understand why that's so hard.
Yeah.
But maybe there's something I don't know. Oh my gosh, you got way ahead of me. I'm never going to catch up to you.
Me and my friends were thinking of playing like a game, but we don't like a ish.
Like a what?
But I don't know what we're gonna make it about yet. Thinking currently.
It's awesome when I hear that there are teams of people making games. I'm like, man, let me play test it. I'll show you everything is wrong and everything that you need to like build in flexibility for. Because I'm not thinking of the current gameplay. I'm thinking of the 2 years from now gameplay.
So it doesn't get bored. Like feel a brain roll. Fabled Legacy now.
I don't Fabled Legacy, I'm not sure there's too much more that you can do with Fabled Legacy. You've already got like talismans you can add on. You've got secret weapons you can craft. Unless there's a new, like you have magic skill, warrior skill, and health. If you add another parameter there and a new class, a distance class or something, maybe that would be something to work on. Hey, somebody just joined up. Who's there?
Yeah.
That sounds like Speed. I don't know. Is that Speed?
I think it's like Maple. I think it's
Speed.
FBI, open up.
There you go, Speed.
Yeah.
Let's
Definitely
go.
Maple.
Definitely Maple.
Oh, great. Don't make me.
Don't make me put cheese on you. All right.
Or do the good old roundhouse kick.
Or that. That would be equally bad and devastating virtually.
Yes. I just need the bouquet of roses. And I'll have all the stuff that I want.
All you need is a bouquet of roses? Dude, I can get you
Yes.
that like for $10 at our local grocery store.
I guess you two are all in a match.
Yeah, join up. I hosted it, so yeah, there he is.
Maple has been on Do Not Disturb for a long time. I wonder what he's been doing the whole time.
He may be playing a Fortnite or what's the other?
Sus.
What's the other? Or he might be being sus. That's always possible. There's a all right, great. I got to 39. Still not at 40 yet. I have to get to 40.
Oh, you're trying to get to 40
There's
today.
like a sketchy horror type game that he plays sometimes. What is that?
I don't know.
It's like a multiplayer game. I forget what it was. But sometimes he plays that. Does he play Valorant? No, it was Croissant plays Valorant.
Legendary Warrior Armor.
There it is. Passion Flame Warrior. I see you got that. Nice job. How's the potential?
Wait. Speed races. Let me wait. Droid, don't start. I want to see speed races there.
Absolutely.
I mean, Pretty good. He's got a legendary ring. It doesn't do any damage, sadly.
Wait,
Yeah,
wrong person. Okay.
Ready?
All right,
Yeah,
hardcore
stop
mode
moving.
engaged.
Yeah.
All right, you got to play catch up speed.
I'm right here.
He's so far ahead of us. So. He's already like billions of points ahead of us.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
And you guys are almost at.
What's that? We're almost what?
You guys are where? Droid's at the back. Poor Droid.
Now I'm at the back, yeah, so I'm not gonna get any points now. Sucks. I guess I got turned around and I went the wrong way for a half second. I was circling around to clean some guys up that you guys left. You can call me the sweeper. That's what's going on. All right, do we teleport to the global boss?
After this run, yes. After this run, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like the special event boss. It's just normal global boss. Takes 3 minutes to get there anyways.
Normal.
Okay.
As soon as we kill the boss and get out, we just press. Yes.
Beam up, beam up, beam up, beam up, beam up, beam up. Oh my god! Yes!
Oh my god, yes! I got absolutely junk.
Now, I got the thing that I
Persalot
wanted.
looks like a carry. Persalot, welcome to the stream on Twitch. They're awesome. It may be a carry, or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm actually contributing, just happen to be last in the pack. All right, now I need to take armor off, right? Is that right? Is that part of the meta? All right. Take off, take off, take off. Did I take off rings and sigils, or is it?
No.
Does that matter? All right. I soloed to like level 30. Oh yeah. Well, I'm what? I'm 49? 39, 20? I don't even know what I am. Way to go, though. Now, were you soloing while carrying your alt, while doing two hands at the same time, like you do sometimes? By the way, Persalot, if you haven't been, you might be enjoying the Droid After Hours streams. We're playing both Expedition 33 a couple times during the week, and then Control on Saturdays. You haven't done that since. So Persalot, who's over on Twitch right now, he's a pianist, and during Dungeon Quest days, he used to put himself and his alt in, and he could control both of them on two computers, left hand doing one computer keyboard, right hand doing the other computer keyboard, and play through the whole dungeon with two characters playing at the same time. It is amazing.
Imagine how difficult that would be.
Imagine, right? It's like playing left-hand piano part, right-hand piano part. They're completely somewhat synced, but somewhat completely different. Well, you have to look back and forth between two screens to adjust the rotation and all that stuff. So yeah, it was insane. Absolutely insane. It was nuts. He's 100% two-handed alt pro. You poked your head in a few times per slot. Okay, awesome. Now, if you ever poke your head into the Droid After Hours stream, you must type a comment in. Because I've had 20, 30 people on my last several streams on Droid After Hours on YouTube. Nobody's dropped a comment to say hello, good luck, like the game, blah, blah, blah. Very, very, very frustrating. But here we are on Wednesdays at TDR Family Gaming, and people comment, right? Even when there's possibly not as many viewers. Sometimes there are, sometimes there are not.
Globally is starting.
Hello, I have 7 minutes. Possibly. Yeah, sometimes we have, 5 viewers, sometimes we have 25 viewers. We used to have hundreds when we were in Discord. Not in Discord, when we were on
Dungeon Quest.
Dungeon
Ow.
Quest. Thank you for that. Thank you. We're on the other D word. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. I'm not really paying attention. Focusing on talking instead of playing.
I think I'm just a bunch of people here, like a lot of low levels,
There are a bunch of people, that is correct.
and some of them are low levels. Like there's only a few of us, few people that are high levels, but a lot more people.
Oh my gosh, look at this guy's health is not going down.
Right. Great.
Do we even have
That's my
healers?
I'm gonna grind the next dungeon when it comes out, so I can put both outlook stuff. You guys are also gonna grind it.
Oh, that's cool.
Will you guys grind it, or?
I will be playing on Wednesdays, so as much grinding as I can get in on Wednesdays. Alright, I've got my 50 out of 50, thank goodness.
Not me yet. I put my armor on.
Holy smokes, I'm getting wrecked though. I
Damn.
mean, are we gonna beat this guy within the time limit? Is there a time limit? Maybe there is no time limit. Maybe it's okay.
No, let's hope Droid doesn't go from 50 all the way down.
No, I'm at 72 now, it's fine.
Okay, I hit my 50.
78. Have you considered putting on your armor? No, I've not considered putting on my armor for this, because my understanding is that we need to beat the guy, and if I have armor on or something, we beat him too fast for other people to get to 50 hits. But beating him this way means absolutely I'll get rewards, as well as all the lower people who didn't have the better gear.
And they level up.
And they level up, which is helping the whole community. Yay, community!
Get him! Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up!
Oh, he's toast.
He is not escaping Droid
Nice scroll.
Hey, Scroll.
and legendary weapon.
I got no legendary weapon. You got a legendary? Man, I never get legendary weapons. I always get legendary scrolls. What the heck?
I think someone just dropped the secret.
I have been considering streaming again. Yeah, well, Mr. Perslot, certainly nobody would tell you not to stream.
I thought you were about to say, well, Mr. Perslot, no one would want to watch your stream.
No, of course you would never say that. I have no idea. He streams at times that I'm not available, so I don't know. Or at least I haven't seen it. Usually when the possibility of watching somebody stream, either I'm about to fall asleep or I could be streaming myself, in which case I usually try to. Or I have something else I need to do, which, prepare taxes, exciting stuff. Mix some music that my group needs mixed, exciting stuff. So every now and then I have other stuff to do.
Alright, I might open my crates now and then after I'll open crates again.
Alright, are we doing a little more grinding to get to 40? So I only have one or two. No, I have like 6 rounds to get to 40, and then we can do Calamity.
There's 21 minutes until the Thorn Golem boss.
Alright, well let's frickin'
Do
rock.
Do you guys want to open some crates with me, or are you gonna save yours?
Oh, I can open.
I'm
I'm saving Let me
mine.
see if I can open some.
Droyd, I'll open mine in 3, 2, 1, open.
Alright, let's
Give
go
me
see what
something.
you got. Go for the
Something
good stuff. Oh, you just missed one out of. I saw legendary.
I saw
a
the sticker.
Oh, it all looks sad. Alright,
I
let
can
me
open
see.
4 more.
Let me see if I can do the event cosmetic crates. Wait, do I have any other bingo things I picked up? I don't think so.
Buy 1 more. No.
No. Alright, cosmetic crates. 2,000. Oh, I can get a bunch of crates. Alright, I got a bunch of crates. I'm gonna open all my crates. Let's go.
Secret.
Let's go. Let's go. Nothing. Wait. Oh, I got some 200 crates. 200 hearts. No, I got most of them
Alright.
refunded. Sadness.
Hey,
Alright,
Hey.
let's see what else we get.
hey, Oogway,
Yeah?
put your hands up! This is robbery!
Well, good thing I got my daggers. Watch someone get a secret cosmetic.
I'm opening all 3 of my crates, 4 of my crates.
Please.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh, so close to a
just so
secret.
much.
Sadness. Alright, we'll do more after the next round. Let's go into the, not the main
Yeah.
lobby. Frickin' play, man. Create party. Chaos. I'm almost. Oh, I got like 5 or 6 rounds to go to get to.
oh, you forgot Speed Racer.
What?
You forgot
You got
Speed
the-
Racer.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was very early on clicking the play button. So click OK and then I'll hit fail and we'll be alright.
For now, I'll start while you do that, so I can get Droid some XP.
Wait, what? You hit start? Alright, I don't see Speed
Yeah, I know.
Racer trying to join though.
Once you finish the request, just /fail. You don't
did
need
it.
to do anything.
Yes, did.
Right, /fail.
Where's the
Yeah.
I need the command that says /fail. Where the heck is the little control thing? There it is. Okay. Failed
Yeah,
Dungeon. Alright, we got a little bit of XP. That's good news. Got good news.
18 minutes left until the Thorns boss starts.
He's going to play the Planet Crafter. Thinking about streaming of it, but it's too late. I don't know anything about what is Planet Crafter, a Roblox game or a normal individual game, personalized. Because I don't know. I've never heard of it. Planet Crafter. Sounds pretty cool. Like the name. Steam game. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, my friend will hook me up with anything now. If I just ask him, he'll get me like the very secret.
What, for this particular game?
Yeah, Fabled Legacy.
Wow.
Which I could probably ask, but I can ask him for everything he has.
Hey Uguay, how is what is it, Starlink working for you these days? It was kind of sketchy last week. Did they figure out what was wrong?
Yeah, but we had it on the roof and there was the big object just blocking it, so it couldn't connect with the satellites.
Was
So
a big
it wasn't-
object a UFO?
No, it was like some vehicle thing. We didn't know what it was, so we just moved it back down. Well, no.
Oh, it's called a tree. generally speaking? No? Not a tree?
There was a bit of leaves, but I don't think that'd stop it.
Yeah, leaves.
There was some big circle thing. I don't know what we missed it.
So it was a UFO. See, I'm telling you. Tag.
But George, remember the Galil did some other quests and in chat forest that was say in the chat.
Oh, someone was saying "re" in the chat of Enchanted Forest. I don't remember that.
No, I was saying tree.
Oh, tree. Yes, and the second boss, right? Big tree for sure.
Yes, tree. That was me.
It could be that the Dungeon Quest tree boss got in the way of Uguay's Starlink. It's possible. I'm not saying it was true. I'm just saying I'm spreading rumors. Elon Musk needs to take care of virtual trees.
Other than that big tree thing or UFO or whatever.
Persla says it was the moon. The moon was in the way. You were out of the...
Starlink works if you put it in the right spot. That's how I put it.
Got it. Okay, you are cutting in and out, but it is definitely not as bad as it was last time. It was like it would cut out for minutes at a time, not half second at a time.
Yeah, it's because I don't cut out when I use headphones, but currently I'm using headphones, so I cut out quite a bit still.
All right. All right, let's get serious and deep. What happens?
Hardcore, I just realized.
What's that?
You forgot hardcore.
I forgot hardcore. Oh yeah, we joined back in. You're right. It's not hardcore. I'm sorry. Next round.
Yeah.
Though, let's get philosophical and deep here. What on earth are people gonna do when all of the manual labor jobs and all of the programming jobs are taken over by AI?
Oh, I just... know what I do, Droid?
I don't know.
I'll destroy every single AI in existence.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, dude. Like, there are too many countries with too many server farms. You can't destroy them all. You individually cannot destroy them all.
I just asked Trump to nuke the companies that have
he's
AI
not going to do it either, unless he sees it as a security threat. And he's part of the reason that's powering this race, at least in the U.S., because they don't want China to get ahead of us.
Hardcore.
Yep, hardcore is on.
But technically, China is.
Yeah, in terms of energy, like they are poised to be way far out of us, because they have like double the amount of energy. Because they've been building like solar panel farms like nobody's business, just like miles and miles of solar panels.
Me and my
power
dad
what?
saw one the other. There was like at least 100 of them the other day. My dad was just driving and then saw one in like a big farm. A bunch of them.
China's building more power than like crazy, says Perslot. Yeah, there's at least what the things I see on X is that compared to the UK and US, China has online already twice the amount of power as the US, and twice the amount of power as the UK. So if they're continuing to build more, they're gonna be able to, support twice to 3 times to 4 times as much server farms for AI as us.
And that's just gonna keep growing because of AI.
It's just gonna keep growing, and they don't have restrictions on land use and, ecological surveys and all the other crap that we do. in the U.S. Not that it's all crap. I think it's all relevant. But if they're not going to play by global rules, then should we fall behind because they won't? I don't know. It's kind of this bizarre. I don't mean to get super heavy here, but seriously, like, I was trying to figure out, well, Reid, if he graduates and he's like computer science and math, or like astro and math, or something like that, like, what career is left for him? AI can CAD drawing any design. They can come up with better materials. It can come up with any better programming than he could. It could design a full component system better than he could. What the hell is he going to do as part of a job other than manage AI bots?
Ban hackers.
And hackers. Right. So security would be a big deal. That's a good point. The security of AI would be a big deal, or setting guardrails on AI might be a big deal. But it's
or
like,
just banning hackers.
I'm like, maybe
general.
you should be an electrician or a, you know, a plumber. But then again, as soon as robotics get crazy, which at least Elon thinks is going to be a no-brainer pretty soon, and you put AI inside of a robot that can do all manual labor, it's like, well, why would I do that if I can get an AI to replace my toilet?
We need Trump to do something
Like what?
to get rid of AI somehow.
It's not gonna. Like, this is an unstop. What I don't know. It is my opinion, right? So I don't know. But it's like telling someone to stop the internet. It's not going to happen. It's too big of a concept. It's too globally spread. There are too many other multiple factions that are involved in it. It's not going to stop. The question is, can you get there first to be dominant? That's it. That's it. Can you be dominant in such a way that other people can't compete? And if so, you just hope that your dominance isn't that the AI takes over the world and decides humans are bad. That's, as I understand it, that's the only reason Elon Musk is in the AI race, is because if nobody else is going to limit it or put regulations around it, well, shoot, I see a lot of bad ways this could go. I better get in there and at least be in the top couple of players so that hopefully it doesn't go in a bad way, or at least the way I think is bad. Meaning the way he thinks is bad.
Yeah. Like some
like
AIs
the race is so far gone. Like Congress and U.S. and all this, like they don't even know. There's like a new superhighway that's been built with new toll gates, and they don't even know how to like legislate the tires for the cars that'll drive on that road. Like, they are so far behind, they have no clue, in my opinion.
Hello, Mr. Perslot.
Is Perslot in? Hey, Pers, what's up? Or who is that?
Me.
It's Mr. Perslot, yeah.
Yeah, Pers, what? Give me your insight, because you're like sort of a techie and an artist at the same time. So
there's a few different things, right? Like, everyone's all panicked that AI is going to take all the jobs, except that, like, I've played with this AI that's theoretically going to take all of the jobs, and it's kind of like about a year ago, I would say that, for computer programming, the LLMs, because, people are talking about AI and they're talking about AGI, they're really talking about LLMs and agents that are based on LLMs, which are autocomplete engines.
Yes.
And given the kind of code that's out there that these things have been training on, I like to say that AI codes about as well as a drunk college student.
Now, question for you,
It's
and clarifying that. Is that based on the free versions, or is that based on the paid versions? Because the
pay
free
about
versions are
$200
about
a year.
Okay, gotcha. So the paid
So
versions, as I understand it,
I'm not paying the $1,000 an hour. I'm paying the $200 a year.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I have Grok, which is basically like an accelerated Google search engine, right? That can.
Are you paying for Grok, or are you just using the free version?
I'm just using the version on X, the registered version. So
Yeah.
whatever that is,
Okay.
$10 a month, so $100 a year.
Okay.
And that,
So you
as
have to
I
think-
understand
you
it,
just-
is like 6 to 12 months ago's version of what things could do.
The real issue is that this isn't thinking. People keep thinking
completely
like
agree.
it is thinking. It's not thinking. It's copy paste.
Yes.
You have to think about it as this is a copy paste engine that can translate it into a different language and then copy and paste.
But let me ask you, because if an engine can copy paste, like, for example, let's say I want to create an app to do something, fill in the blank, whatever it is, don't care, mapping situation or whatever.
Right.
There's hundreds and hundreds of things that can scrape off the internet to do that and come up with a thing that would do what I want it to do in,
So let's
a couple
take
hours,
mapping, 'cause
maybe.
Mapping is interesting. So I worked at Google on the Maps team, on the data platform for Maps team.
Yeah.
And in order to maintain accurate maps, required data sources from various companies. Google included its own data sources where it would drive cars around and do Street View type stuff. But the
Yeah.
Street View that you get to see on Google Street View is like 1/10 the resolution of what Google actually captured.
Right.
So in order to get the things like reading signs that said like this business's hours are from 2 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and like 3 to 10 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday,
Yep.
requires high resolution cameras. The data is collected and it's not shared with the public.
Right.
And Google's AI gets trained on it, but not yours.
Right.
So the level to which AI is used and humans are used, there's thousands of people in that team whose job it is, and these are people making $2 an hour in countries where that's a living wage.
Right.
To draw boxes and align them to satellite imagery that Google buys from 5 or 10 different satellite providers, right? So the data for the mapping, all of that stuff takes billions of dollars to collect, and it's not an AI system that does it. It's combinations of engineers, AI, and various data sources.
Got it. So are you saying that the kids of the future need to be able to drive cars around to gather these data sources, or because
I'm
that's
saying
not
it's
going to
not
happen?
cheap.
Oh,
Those
I
cars
don't
are not
agree.
cheap.
It's cheap.
The
cars aren't
that
cheap. They have the cameras on it, and up until
those
now,
cameras
it's
are special purpose. They're
Right, and-
engineered by Google to
Yes.
operate only when the sun is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
gotcha. And
Because
presumably,
that time the sun is at distances in the sky where the light source is good. They don't work on rainy days. They don't work on cloudy days.
so presumably those data-driven cars, which can now be automated.
Oh, the Waymo cars.
Yeah.
That's an entirely different thing. Yeah, they have hundreds of millions of hours of tests.
Right, which they can probably pull the data from those cards to feed the map engines. If
Where's that?
someone wanted to pay
Where's
for
that?
that information, right?
Well, so here's the thing. The people who drive the maps cars around are humans. Because they
they
don't
need to
want to
be?
risk. You're driving a $200,000 car.
Yeah.
Are you going to put that in the hands of an AI?
I imagine at some point they
No.
will. Now, maybe not this year, but probably in the next 5.
Those cars are special, right? Those cars are specialized cars. One of those cars gets into an accident and bad things happen.
Okay.
Whereas the ones that are AI driven, you can blame a human if a human gets into an accident. But if the AIs are those cars, they have very different mechanics. They have LiDAR sensors. The optical sensors in those things are like 2 or 3 megapixels. They're not 200 megapixels.
Agreed.
So, like, the use cases for those are different.
But is it? Yeah, I'm out, by the way, because I got to level 40. Is that? Did I make a mistake here?
Yeah, you could have switched it. Oh wait, you couldn't.
You could have failed it and changed the type.
Oh, my
You
bad.
can't
I
have the
didn't know I
bag.
could do that. Here, I'm in Calamity
Thorn
now.
Thorn Golem boss.
Oh, Thorn Golem, is it time? It is time. Holy smoke.
Yes.
Okay, it just threw me into something. That's not what I want. I want Thorn Golem boss. How do we do this? Fail?
I'm not as smart as you guys, and I don't know if you've been talking about this, but what I've always thought of what actually runs.
I'm sorry, I missed the part of the question there, Uguay.
I've always thought of what ran the AI.
What ran the AI?
Yeah, like what keeps it going.
What keeps it going?
You mean like what physical hardware runs the AI?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So this is where the server farms come in, as I understand it. But, you probably, like, to be honest, like, we have a maven right here in our midst that might be able to explain a lot of this way better than I can.
So I went to the NVIDIA GPU Technology Conference last January, where they were exhibiting their latest NV72 setup, which is I think it's 72 GPUs in 6U of server. So that's 12 GPUs per U. It's a really dense GPU configuration. Anyways, it's about $50,000 per 1U, so it gets up to about $300,000 or $400,000 for 8U. These are like 1.5-inch server rack slots. So a rack is about 42U, so think about, what is that, like $3 or $4 million of GPUs per 7 feet. And then it takes about, I want to say, like 10 to 15 cars worth of energy. So like maybe 3 or 4 houses worth of energy to power that 7-foot computer. That's the kind of computer that and they build floors of these. So if they have, 1,000 of those, that's $3 or $4 billion of hardware on a data center floor. And it takes, 1,000 of those takes about 4,000 or 5,000 homes worth of power. So if it's powered by coal, you're going to have smog in that area. If it's powered by nuclear, you're fine. If it's powered by solar, the amount of solar that you need to put in that area is going to be quite a lot. And usually they like to put these things near hydro dams. So they get it from like a big dam. They dam a river, and then they have a lake, and then they can use the lake for cooling. Because every watt of heat that goes into these things needs to be cooled so that it doesn't melt down.
Okay.
Not like a nuclear reactor melts down, like the system overheats and doesn't do anything.
Right, it overheats and then it's burnt the chips up and it kind of can not function well after that.
They have safety mechanisms in each chip that if the temperature is too hot, it stops.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, I would think burning the chips out is probably a bad idea, so that's smart.
If it's $50,000 a chip, you don't want the chip to overheat.
Yes. Well, having worked at Intel for my first 8 years of career, I understand there are limitations for chip performance.
Yeah, so the chip will turn itself off if it overheats. There's a thermocouple or something in there that measures very accurately, like to a 1/10 of a degree, and you have it in your NVIDIA GPUs in your computer. You can look at it on like the NVIDIA control panel. It'll tell you how hot your GPU is. It'll tell you how hot your CPU is too.
Gotcha.
Like if you hit Control-Shift-Escape right now, my laptop says...
Oh, I got a
mine-
Love-Struck Mage Ring. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
I got a Wario
Yeah,
one.
Couldn't get anything from that one.
I did.
my NVIDIA RTX 4080 says 53 degrees Celsius.
Nice.
So it's warm. It's warm. But yeah, so that's like the kind of hardware it is. And, you know, each of those GPUs that they were selling for 50 grand had a 288 gigabytes of RAM. So these are not like the GPUs you have in your computer. Like my 4080 has 12 gigabytes of RAM.
Right.
This is 20 times that.
So it's much more
And it's a different
customized
kind
for
of
the
RAM.
for the server farm. Or I'm saying
Yeah,
server
yeah,
farm,
it's-
but it's really an LLM farm, isn't it? Or is it, what would you call it? Is it
Data
a server?
center.
Data center. Okay.
It's a data center. The memories as well are on the chip rather than on the board. So they're called HBME, high bandwidth memory, and it does like 2E, 3E, 4E. So each of them gets faster and faster, but the bandwidth on these memory chips that are stacked on top of the GPU are significantly faster than the memory you have in your computer, your computer GPU. Like you've got GDDR6 or GDDR7 if you've got like the new generation. HBM is like another level order of magnitude faster. So not only do these GPUs have tons of memory, but they're also on the chip itself. So the latency is super duper low. And they can talk to 3 of their neighbors or 4 of their neighbors in a torus network. So as a whole, these 72 GPUs are connected with like 100 gig or terabit LVDS pairs, low voltage differential signaling. So they're these very special cables that connect these boxes that run at really, really high speed and basically make it so that those 288 times 70 gigabytes of GPU memory on the chips are routed extremely efficiently at very high bandwidth. So when you do these AI processes, you build these models, and these models have trillions of parameters.
Okay.
And then you basically dump in terabytes of data or petabytes of data, and it basically sort of resolves these petabytes of data into these trillions of parameters. And that's what the token space is that the AIs use. So their natural language is tokens that are 1 trillion parameters long. So your
let me ask
computer
you,
has...
Persla, if you had kids that were young, which I don't know if you do or don't, but let's say you had kids that were, you know, high school thinking, what path do I want to do?
Sure.
What would you
My
be
kids are in
saying?
college and high school.
Okay, what would you be saying to them about, you know, what you see the world looking like ages, meaning 5 years, 10 years from now?
Nobody knows what the world's going to look like
right?
5 years from now.
But
Right,
as
you
far
can-
as I
you
can
can
tell, it's
claim-
like you need to know that AI is a tool you can use. So instead of focusing on learning how to program a specific language or do a certain task, learn how to manage other things or agents or people doing those tasks. I don't know. That's my impression. Is it's like you need to be the orchestrator, not the player in the orchestra.
Yeah, but, you know, the conductor still has to know how to play an instrument.
Certainly helps.
You don't generally hire conductors who have never touched an
No.
instrument
I said the
before.
orchestrator, so the person who's composing or rearranging the music.
Yeah, but even someone who's composing or rearranging, like, they can they do that without an instrument?
Well, there are plenty of musicians that have done it with that haven't, but certainly the more successful ones have been somebody who played at least one instrument or two instruments. Almost always they all played piano, but then they specialize in, you know, viola or trumpet or something else.
I have a great analogy for this that I read somewhere. So it's not my analogy, but basically, you know, if you ask an AI to build you asteroids, right?
The video game.
The video game.
Yeah.
Or Pac-Man.
70s.
Right. It has a reference to what it is. All of the decisions are known. But if you ask it to make you a new video game, there's about 1 trillion parameters you didn't specify.
Right.
And if you want a game that's fun, fun is not specifiable in the 1 trillion parameter token space. Fun is a
yes. However,
you play it with
addictiveness
humans,
and dopamine.
Humans tell you.
But addictiveness and dopamine drops is.
Maybe, but like, how do you turn dopamine drops into, you know, a structure of I've got game mechanics, right? Like, where are the game mechanics for dopamine drops that make sense?
Well, that seems like, and I could be wrong, that has been studied and figured out, and some games are basically built on that. Like,
right,
Genshin Impact is based on both, you know, male and female, who's hot and who's, you know, attractive, as well as what are a handful of story beats that are common story themes that are attractive to both male and female, and
right.
You know, what graphic
so the question
things
is that
are
available to AI? Just like the whole thing with Google Maps, where there's all this data, is the raw underlying, you know, the raw underlying mechanisms available to train on? Like,
well,
what we see
if it
today
isn't
is
yet,
all these
it
people
won't
training.
be long before it is. Right, because all the things that I mentioned, like how much of this produces a dopamine drop, how much of the, you know, the sexual appreciation of different types of character models, blah 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 blah, creates like all that's been studied, all that's been documented in research things. Does it mean it's all correct? No, but hopefully with enough studies, it's, you know, reasonably accurate. I'd say not predicted, but accurate.
If we start using AIs in these interesting ways,
why would you not?
Are we giving AIs access to train on all of the things that we're doing? Who's paying us for that?
Well, am I wrong in thinking that there aren't studies to demonstrate, you know, what character models would be more or less attractive to different types of people?
Oh, I'm sure there are, but I'm sure it's not public on the internet for any AI to scrape.
So it's the controlled data that the people who control certain types of data are going to make money. But the question is, are there people involved in getting, controlling, and optimizing that data?
Well, that's just research science, right? Like that's
right.
That's your
so
PhD,
it sounds
that's your
like
PhD students.
It sounds like general students are not going to be employable unless they're like doing research for AI.
No, it's not necessarily research for
research
AI.
for AI models that you can hire.
The
research
the
databases
that, like,
you can hire.
You still have to do you still have to get the bachelor's degree before you get to the PhD.
Yes, I don't disagree with that. Right.
So you know, if people start saying, oh well, you know, AI is fine, it can get a PhD, why do I need one? Then all of the research that goes into this thing will stop because nobody will have a PhD.
Well, that's which is the same reason why I would think, like the reason I suspect that some of the more advantageous companies are so good is because they are managed by people who understand how to utilize and how to optimize the PhD mentality, if you will.
I think it's more just a fact that, like, if you have people that are good at something, AI will make them better.
Yes.
If you do not have people that are good at something, it doesn't matter how much AI you put in front of them.
Correct. Just like, you know, people who are good at managing people with skills versus people who are not good at managing people with skills. It's 100% the same, right?
There was a study done, I think it was at Meta, where they thought, or maybe it was Microsoft, I was reading about this on LinkedIn recently, where people who, there was a company that basically had this idea that they would bring in great managers, and the great managers would multiply the effectiveness of their engineers.
Yeah, that's not possible.
And not people who, you know, who knew how to do engineering. And so then they brought in, then they said, okay, what if we take a different approach? What if we promote people who are engineers to be managers, who have the domain expertise? And they discovered that with the domain expertise, that was far more critical to managing people doing that job.
Yeah.
Like,
totally get that.
If they were just managers, there was no respect for the managers.
Yeah. And the managers didn't know how to leverage the expertise. So I think it goes both ways in that particular thing. They don't know how to manage the expertise.
Right now we have AI that's trained on a lot of models out there, and the models are trained on data that exists. So if you look at every open source project on the internet, every GitHub repository, and you say, hey, let's add this to our repository and train on it, you get someone's high school project next to someone's PhD thesis next to, you know, an open source project like Linux.
Which is basically like a semi-junky, can you please weed out the crap from this and make it like high quality, decent.
And then you ask something which has been trained on all of these things to make you something which may be in its repository, may not be in its repository, may be good, may be terrible.
Yeah.
And I've seen anti-patterns pop out of AI engines that I hate, like the arrow anti-pattern, which, you know, may not necessarily be bad when it's like simple, but when it compounds, it gets worse and worse, and worse than that, it makes things unreadable. Now, it might be readable to AI, but it's inefficient regardless. Like there are things that you know get experience with over 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And this is like watching someone who's, you know, got a PhD screw up at grammar. And not know how to capitalize I correctly.
Because
they trained on so much that was garbage.
Trained on some garbage, which is, you know, I don't know. Argue whether it's 20% of the human population or 80% of the human population. But probably the 20/80 rule probably focuses on there somewhere.
It's like, imagine you've got someone who's in a jail cell for 100 years, and they have trained on out-of-date music, and now you're asking them to do composition in the 20th century.
Well, they'd probably be like any of the transitional composers where they start by writing stuff that they think makes sense, but then they hear the current vernacular and adjust to be something that is more so. And I assume that AI can do that faster than a human.
Maybe, but it's being trained on the internet, and as we all know, the internet
is junk.
The internet is junk, that's right.
It's like the lowest common denominator, I would say.
It's the lowest common denominator. So we've had very interesting results of what goes into this. You know, in computer science, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, there was a great expression which was coined. It's garbage in, garbage out, or Plato.
Yes, right.
We're training our AI on AI on garbage.
I mean,
So
yeah.
just think about it.
Well, if it would just train on the opinions that I have, it'd be fine. Just kidding. No, but I don't know programming. I don't know these things. There are certain things around design I understand. Certain things about composition, technique I understand. Certain things around financial strategies I understand. But I don't go and post those. So it ain't training on those. And it doesn't know that at least I think I'm, more than above average on most of those. It doesn't care what I think, right? And what is average when you're looking at global?
You can't treat AI like a human. It's not. It's a trillion parameter matrix.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a million times a million numbers.
So who was it? I forget. I think it was the CEO of Oracle recently. I saw he's like, yeah, everybody's lost here because all the AIs have already been commoditized because they're all trained on the same data. What really is important is training on the private data, such as medical records or, I don't know what else is super private, but, financial records and stuff like that.
No one wants to give you access to their hard drives.
Unless they pay enough. But Oracle is one of the companies that supplies the backbone of those infrastructure hardware systems. And so
sure, as does Google, as does Amazon.
Yeah, and so if they can
no one uses
figure
all three of them.
Yeah, nobody uses any particular one. So if you have any of those and they figure out how to
they're not allowed to read your data. It's in the terms of service.
Yes, but unless they can
would break a contract.
So how long do you think it's going to be before they anonymize the data? Well, until they violate or until someone anonymizes the data.
If they violate
so that they
contract, they're going down. That's $1 trillion lawsuit right there.
Yeah, it's not gonna be long.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, I can't believe that it will not happen in the next 5 years.
It's gonna take down a company if they do it.
It's gonna anonymize the stuff so that there's not a specific person tied to it, but the general data is going to be accessible.
If I'm a company, let's say I'm a doctor's office, and you take my data, which needs to be HIPAA compliant, and you violate HIPAA, oh boy, lawyers are going to have a feast.
Yeah. So let me rephrase this to see if this works in your paradigm. You anonymize the data so that there's no name or identifiable characteristic other than name, age, and sex. I mean, not name, age and sex. So you can extrapolate, here's hundreds of males that are age, 45 that had this type of cancer. And here's their prognosis, their treatment, their x-rays, their et cetera, et cetera. If you can anonymize the data to be a data set of general characteristics, is that not a gold mine? I think it is.
The question when it comes to medical research is A, who owns the data, B, where is it stored, and C, who has access to it. Which
in the US may be a couple of lawsuits. In China or any other country may not be at all that.
But here's the thing, in the US, where a lot of medical research is done, who has access to it is never some computer algorithm.
No, it's a mainframe hardware like AWS or Oracle.
Has access. These things are all encrypted.
Yes.
The keys to encrypt them are access based on individual token items, right? Like a physical. You need a physical key to access these things, or you're breaking a state's law, or you're breaking federal law.
Currently.
So it would require a change in law for these things to start just being dumped on the internet.
Agreed.
Or where AI can have access to them.
General AI, but what if you have a contractual AI, like this particular agent can go and do data scraping from these medical records to try and find cancer treatments?
Then that's fine. But like,
right?
the companies that are already doing that are already working on curing cancer in the research labs, those aren't going to be suddenly like, oh, here, Google and Grok and Oracle, please have access to my data. I've paid billions of dollars for.
No, they're gonna have to pay millions of dollars if they want to try and interpret that data differently. If they want to access and interpret that data differently. What I'm saying is that potentially think companies like, so potentially companies that own that data or are storing that data, they don't own it, are going to be much more in a position of power in the future from an economic standpoint of we have secured data that not everyone can access and that you have to pay for to get.
But you're talking about the medical industry, and the interesting thing about the medical industry,
well, make it financial. It doesn't matter which industry. Medical is one that obviously affects every human, right?
So one interesting thing I read about legally recently is that AI cannot hold copyright.
Okay.
So what you generate from an AI cannot be copyrighted. Period. End of story. So if you're going to, Congress decided this.
Right.
So if you're going to make AI generated music, you can't own it.
Okay.
And if you're going to design something that has a patent, AI can't patent it.
Oh,
so
I got
you don't have a human...
I got a knight staff for mage. What is it? Level 30.
Nice.
I got.
So if you have something if you have something like a cure for cancer, and the AI came up with it, you can't patent it.
But you could say, oh, it thinks this will work. Let's go run a whole bunch of research trials to see if it works. And if it does, now we can patent it. Right? This was a hypothetical until we tried it, tested it, etc. Right? Would that be incorrect?
I mean, all medical research is like that. We don't know how something works until we have a hypothesis. Then we do something. We make something physical.
Right. So
and
is
then
the
we say,
hypothesis?
This is how we did the physical thing.
Is the hypothesis where the copyright, whatever infringement, trademark stuff occurs, or is it at the point of I ran 500 tests with this thing and only 1% of them did this, therefore this seems like a trademarkable thing?
Right, but remember what you're saying. I ran 500 tests. That was, I took 500 vials, pipetted some solution into them. You did that physically.
Yes.
That's not something that you do with AI.
Right, based on the theory that the AI came up with, saying these bizarre chromosomes matched with this particular type of situation, blah, 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 blah. Like, it comes up with a concept based on all the random inputs from multiple hospitals around the world, right? Again, assuming you can access that data. And then you say, I never would have thought of that. Let me go try it. And let me go run multiple statistical tests to prove that it either works or doesn't work. It came up with a hypothesis for me that I'm going to either prove true or not true. Right? I see it as in medical science, it's a hypothesis generator. But in the end, the tests have to actually be run.
The hypothesis, it's the testing.
Yeah.
And I've actually worked at a pharmaceutical research institute for a summer. That was a very interesting building. They had animal testing in the basement. and people who had access to the basement had special cards to prevent people from trying to steal the animals.
So they had like special Pokemon cards so they couldn't catch them all?
Yeah, they had. I wasn't allowed in the basement.
I'm being sarcastic here, man. Come on.
I know.
We gotta free them all! Come on, everybody! Throw your Pokemon cards at these guys.
You laugh, but it was $1 billion building.
No, I don't laugh. I know these things exist.
And it was interesting because I was working on something that they had called the haystack. And yes, they were looking for a needle in the haystack.
Wow, what an appropriate name.
The haystack was a library of chemicals 3 floors tall. They had over 3 million different chemicals.
And they were looking for something that did something to a specific virus or bacteria.
The building was a mile long. People ordered chemicals out of the haystack.
Nice.
So I worked on some of the infrastructure for them.
Fantastic.
This was when I was a college intern. I was a college student, and that was my internship.
Nice. You gotta do some interesting stuff. I was like, oh, you're at Hughes Aircraft. You have to create a shipping container for this satellite that's going to the launch. And you have to make sure that this satellite doesn't, get damaged while it's going to launch. So, oh my gosh, I died. How sad.
Oh, and you were on hardcore.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, just cruising along here. Everybody's gone. Where the heck is everybody? What the hey? It's just me solo. So I couldn't just kind of cruise nonchalantly.
I've got a legendary, but I don't have I'm not high enough level to use it.
So sad. So sad. Too bad.
I was like 33 or something when I stopped. I can't remember. I was like just under the level to use it, and I was just like, okay, I'm bored.
Yeah, I get it.
Played too many rounds. Played too many rounds of doing the same thing, just like you're doing now. It's like, yeah, I did all of that.
Yep. I'm only doing it because it's Wednesday night, and also because I got someone to talk to while I'm doing it.
Yep. Yeah, so AI is interesting. Like, you can think that it might do something, but the way that it works, like, an LLM is a copy-paste engine. It's literally you give it 10 tokens, or you give it something which tokenizes to 10 tokens, and it produces another 1,000 tokens, based on the probabilities that the next 10 follow the previous 10. And a random number generator to pick them. So it's not necessarily the most likely one that you get, but it's a walk of the space of very likely tokens. And what those tokens are based on is numerically from this trillion parameter model. It was trained on quadrillions of bytes of data that was made sense of by doing convolutional neural network stuff on incredibly expensive hardware.
I don't disbelieve it. I guess I'm sort of in that sense of crisis management of watching a train crash over the next 20 years and not knowing how to either jump the train or jump off the train or adjust my car so it doesn't cross the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, in my brain, this is like the internet, which I think you and I both saw, like, go from like 0 to hero, or 0 to like ubiquitous over our lifetime. Is I'm like, well, that's going to happen, but over probably 10 years instead of 30. And I can't. The real question is, see what that means.
How do you non-intrusively integrate this technology with society? Because if it intrudes, people are going to have second-order effects of creating legislation that kills it.
Except it won't. what's going to happen is if the US does legislation that kills it, or the EU or any other countries kill it, China isn't going to. Right? So it's going to happen. The question is, who's going to be the master of the control center? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not going to stop. And I think that's the only reason Elon got in the way, got into it, is because he's like, look, if nobody's going to regulate this thing, I better get in the front, because I think I have a better vision of how it may be used than other people. And the only way to impact that is to be in front when people start trying to regulate it and trying to control it.
I don't think I can say what I think about Elon Musk on a family-friendly stream.
Yeah, I have no idea. But anyways, that's my impression of why he jumped into this.
My impression of Elon is he's on a spectrum of some sort.
He definitely is 100% on many spectrums.
And you can't predict the reasons why a man like him does the things that he does.
I would agree with that. I don't think you can predict why most people do what they do.
I have read some things about things he saw in dreams, or other such nonsense that I don't want to believe one way or the other, because I just don't know, and it sounds about right to me.
I win again, and I get junk again. Hooray!
Congratulations, RNG. But yeah, like the things that people who are in power, and have money and beget more money, the things that they do keep getting crazier and crazier.
Yep. True
So
that.
why did he do something? Because he could.
Yep.
Why did he buy Twitter and grab all that data? And why did he, make Grok and put a spicy mode in quotes? Don't get me started on what that on the what that spicy mode can do, because people are up in arms about it.
Okie dokie.
And it's not family friendly what it can do.
No, it is certainly not. It's spicy. Oh, whoops. I was trying to change
it's gonna kill you.
Well, totally, it's going to kill me, because I was trying to change my thing. It wasn't letting me do shift lock anymore.
The shift lock, yeah.
I
threw
threw my hat over in the corner and it hit my controller, and then it was forever like screwed up. I couldn't control myself, but now I can. Let's see if we can get to 41, then I'll call it quits.
Someone at my son's high school got the measles.
Okay.
This is something we've eradicated through vaccines.
Yeah. But you used to go to measles parties. My wife's, who's a decade older than I am, said, oh yeah, just like you used to go to chickenpox parties, we used to go to measles parties, because it doesn't kill you, and it's something you just get and then you get over.
Or you get vaccinated against and you never get it.
No, you still get it. You just get reduced symptoms.
Yes, I agree. Oh, so I'm getting tired because it's story time.
It is story time. Is story time Santa on what? No, he's not story time.
Storytime Santa and his 55 alts.
He does have a lot of alts. I gotta admit that.
I remember being in a server in Dungeon Quest with Storytime Santa.
Yeah. We did I don't know if anyone ever watched it, but we did let's interview Santa as, droid about Dungeon Quest. And so we interviewed Santa. We had Zoom call, like him real life, me real life, interviewing Santa as a part of Dungeon Quest thing.
I miss Dungeon Quest.
I do too. I don't know why. I think it was more the cult of personality than the game itself at a certain point. But it was just the thing. It was a little less complicated, a little bit more groups of fun. I don't know. Maybe there are groups that do the same thing here, but to me this seems
Zoldex bought it from Vinny and then sucked all of the merchandising they could out of it, and then killed it.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm trying to figure out, why did I hate it when they went to the what was it, the boss mode, like halfway through? I forget what they called it. There was like 10 levels that weren't real dungeons. You just had to go battle bosses. I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. But I met so many cool people in that mode that I'm like, oh, okay, this is not the stupidest thing ever. I've met some freaking cool, awesome people that then came with me into the next rounds of dungeons, and that was awesome.
Yeah, between I'm trying to remember when the mini bosses were. It was before Orbital Outpost.
Yeah.
And it was after Samurai?
It was a little bit further after Samurai. It might have been after...
The next one after Samurai. I'm forgetting the name of the dungeon.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of the one that's sort of the cyberpunk, not cyberpunk, the what the hell is the terminology? Steampunk sewers.
Steampunk sewers.
I think it was some point after that, right? It was like reasonably close
Sewers
after
was
that.
The one. Yeah, I think Steampunk Sewers was right.
Yeah, so it was around there that then the boss things showed up, and I was like, oh man, this sucks. This is the stupidest thing ever. And then I'm like, oh man, this is actually pretty fun. And I met so many cool people who are just like hanging out, grinding bosses. I was like, man, this is a blast.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was definitely simplified, and like I was telling, I think it was Speed earlier. It's like what the thing that would have, I think, saved the game for many years is allow you to go play older dungeons that scaled up to your level of difficulty.
Sure.
So if they had 100 hit points normally and you're level 200, multiply by 215, and now it's harder to do, but you like the setting, or you could go replay all of the earlier dungeons at a difficulty level that was actually challenging.
Or get better loot.
Right, and the loot it would drop would be the same as the top tier loot, probably. Instead of making, all those things, all the normal loot drops from that dungeon scale up. I think that would be untenable. But, you beat that dungeon at your current level, well, what is the loot drop for your current level? That's what you get. For the current level.
I feel like...
Anyways.
I feel like the do the game over and over and over again games is sort of a deconstructed role-playing game that just focuses on the combat.
100%. And it's why
it feels like you spend all this time doing the same dungeon over and over and over again for a chance at getting some better loot. To do the same dungeon over and over and over again. Whereas when you played role-playing games, you had objectives. Like, you had to, rid the kingdom of some foul boss, and then, once you did that, once you completed that objective, you moved on to, like, your next objective. Like, now you had to go and find some special item, and then you completed that objective, and then you went on to another objective. I feel like the narration, like,
the story
these games the story part is lost.
Yes,
I mean,
100%.
Sure, it's good artwork, but, like, where's the story?
Yeah, I don't think these are designed for story. They're designed for group, I don't know, like a whole bunch of people hanging out playing pool together. is what I see this as. It's like this is a group game. You're chatting to a bunch of people and you're all playing together. And if you don't have chat, then you're kind of like the random guy who happens to walk up to the pool table, doesn't say a lot, but hits the ball every time it's his turn on the team.
Yep.
Which is still can be fun, but more fun if you have conversations as you go. But absolutely, like this is graphicized Dungeons and Dragons with the same combat going over and over and over.
Yeah.
Right? It's not the actual game. If you want the actual game, you go get Elden Ring. You go get, Control. You go get any of the RPGs that have an actual story, that have actual progression, that don't always include multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's hard to have a multi-person story. It's just hard. Genshin kind of allows that, but it just kind of doesn't. It does multiplayer about as well as Elden Ring does, which is basically, it sucks. It lets you use multiplayer in this place, and this place, but not the main story.
If someone were to take AI and scan in all of the Roblox RPG market of games into it and generated you something new, would you play it?
I don't know. Why don't you do it?
I can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered with maybe making, $100 grand. Why do it? Or learning that it can't be done, showing why, and putting content out there showing why it doesn't work, or why it shouldn't work, or why it didn't work, or what some of the possible ways to make it work that didn't work this time but maybe could work in the future. I don't know.
The problem is if you do something like that, you get tarred and feathered by all the CEOs of AI companies that are looking to say, "Oh, you're trying to, badmouth AI."
It's absolutely true. If you don't want to get to that exposure, don't do it for 100% certainty.
The level of hype right now around AI is stupid.
So is this the same as like, okay, AI stocks, this is the bubble that we saw in 2000, 2001. We should all basically...
I think some companies are going to find money. And the ones who don't, they're going to get treated as if they didn't find the money because they failed. It's just the way it is. And eventually people will move on to the next thing, which is AI but not LLMs.
Oh, totally. It's going to be not LLMs.
Or
what's
combine
beyond
LLMs
that?
with
I don't
something
know.
else. There's only so many ways you can make a convolutional neural network.
Right, which I think a surprise to see this with the Oracle guy that said, "Oh yeah, we control, bulk of the private data centers, and paying access to that in an anonymized way is actually where the money's going to be made. It's not going to be on the LLMs." And that comes like, oh, that actually kind of makes sense to me.
So what they're saying is they're incentivizing the European Union to build their own data centers, and they're incentivizing the Chinese to build their own data centers.
Or they're
incentivizing the European Union laws to say you can't store any data in the United States. Not just personally identifiable information, as they currently do.
Yeah, I don't. You're above my pay grade. I don't know. I just think data is data. I don't know the rules around it, but I know there's some hard walls and there's some permeable walls.
Go look up the penalties for GDPR, for violating GDPR. I had to waste at least 6 months of my life while at Google on this.
Well, I will just let you tell me then, instead of me wasting more than 6 months of my life on it.
The Global Data Privacy Act Basically, what happened was the European Union passed a law that said if you violate one European's data privacy, 10% of your global revenue is the fine. Not profit, revenue. Global revenue.
That's pretty I can't imagine a company would go and accept that.
If you want to do business with any of the 40 countries in Europe, the answer is you better accept it or stop doing business with all of Europe.
And that's a law with all of Europe, or
The
that's a law
European
with...
Union.
Okay, so England's not in that. But they're probably not necessarily the bulk of the European Union.
Germany, France, Spain, Hungary, Poland.
I could see all of them doing that, but the England seems kind of
Ireland
squishy
is
about
still
this
part
whole
of Europe.
thing.
Ireland
Yeah.
is still part of... Oh, the British have their own laws. The
Of
reason
course
that
they do.
Roblox won't let you talk to someone who's 2 years different than you is British law. The whole take your picture and get your age estimation, that came from England.
Yeah. And I said I would rather they not have my physical picture. So I can't talk to anyone. Hooray! That's why I have Discord still until Discord gets whacked. Which it sounds like it's getting.
Discord tried this, but they tried this using Palantir, and Palantir leaks all of your information to Elon Musk. And they got in hot water over that. In the trial version of whatever it was they were doing. Or it was Elon Musk, or it was some government agency or something, but it was the internet is the Wild West of laws.
It is 100%. And I don't think the U.S. has any clue, at least.
We're only 5% of the world.
I know,
We have
but
5% of the population of the Earth.
Correct, and we control a lot of the what I would say the legal landscape of what could be, should be, correct, right, legislated, etc. And I think we're like probably 10 years behind, AI regulation, which other countries won't even care about. Some other countries won't even care about regulating.
Yeah, but GDPR is still a law on the books. If your AI violates GDPR, you owe 10% of your revenues for the year to Europe. And that's going to happen. I'm predicting that's going to happen.
Cool. All right, what time is it anyways? I've been on this for way too... Okay, I'm way beyond where I said I would. Probably, I should be getting upstairs, brushing my teeth and getting to sleep.
My sleep cycle is like backwards. I woke up at 1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole society out there on the internet and the globe is it is fascinating.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm not worried about AI.
Not worried about it for in what respect?
Anything.
Okay, but you don't, if I understand right, you don't have to worry about that because you could, buy groceries forever currently.
If people start getting poor, there's riots in the street.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they can't eat AI. AI doesn't run without the humans.
I agree. I see it as a what is it called? I don't know. Cohabitat isn't the right word.
If you're not making any money because people don't have any money, then and people aren't eating and starving, you've got a bigger problem than the AI.
Yep.
I mean, the companies that are pitching this stuff, if everyone turns against them and says, I'm going to make a law that says you can't use AI, what are they going to do? They're cooked. The computers are still very useful. All that hardware is still very useful. You can do all kinds of science on it. It's not limited to doing AI.
Correct.
But the question is, is it more? Do you have more than people are willing to rent? And where's the money coming from? Right now, the money's coming. A lot of money is coming from venture capital.
Get me out of here! Why am I stuck in this corner? Jeez. Okay.
It's over.
Woo! Survived.
Stream lag, but yes, I see it. I mean, I feel like, with regards to, is AI doom and gloom? No. But someone who was wise said, I'd like AI to be doing my laundry and my dishes so that way I can do my artistic endeavors, not AI doing my artistic endeavors so I can do my laundry and my dishes.
Absolutely. 100% agree with that.
It's not like AI musicians are like going to be performing concerts where people are going to watch a computer play. I can do that from my comfort of my home.
True. But not without the light show and the dancers and the dancing robots.
Still, I can watch that from, if I'm going to have an AI dance show, it's going to be on Roblox.
True. Or Fortnite, apparently.
Or Fortnite, or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's going to look like a video game.
It's 100% going to look like a video game.
And that's okay with me. But if I don't find it entertaining, I'm not watching.
Absolutely.
Have you considered going to TwitchCon?
I have not. Oh my gosh, I almost beat him again and I died. What the hell? Alright, I'm an idiot. I was not paying attention. I am out! I am out! Get me out of here! Let me open all the crates, show that I don't win anything, and call it good.
Call it good.
No, why would I go to TwitchCon? Explain to me why I would want to go to TwitchCon.
Well, so do you watch a bunch of people who came on Twitch?
I do not. There's a handful of things I watch, though, it's basically Rocket League tournaments, and every now and then one or two people, but I'd say it's probably once, maybe twice a month.
It's a very interesting social
Twitch.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. That I agree.
I've gone to it twice now for the musicians.
Ah,
Because
gotcha.
I tend to watch a lot of the music streamers.
Now, what would be cool is if I went with my pirate a cappella group and we went and sang and built up an audience on Twitch that we could then perform to regularly. That would be pretty dang cool. We had like, I don't know, 40, 50 songs. Some of them are shanties. Some of them are just pop songs that we changed the words to be pirate-like. Including, Sailor Twift and Matey Perry and Bruno Ars and all that stuff. Which is what ye want when ye be a pirate. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm buying the crates. Buy, buy, buy. Lots and lots of crates. Buy, buy, buy. All right, here we go. Let's open crazy amounts of crates. Crazy crates right here.
Let's see.
Events. Let's do it. Open all. I think it's 40, 50 crates. 30, 40 crates. Ooh, I got a thing, a 200. Oh, I got another 200. Oh, I got 2 more 200s.
You can buy a few more crates.
I got a couple more 200s.
Does it
Another
notify if you get
200.
something new?
No, I have not gotten anything new in a long time. Cosmetic crates. Let's go. Oh, I got a 2,000 more. Look at that. Right, event. Crates. Open them all. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. 40, 40, another 200. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Another 200. So I've still not gotten anything new. Cosmetic crates. Let's go. Oh, I only have a couple I can buy now. That's sad. 4 crates. Oh, look at me. I got a hellebore parasol. What the heck?
You got something.
Hellebore. I did. I got a thing.
GG.
A hellebore parasol.
Aerosol, that sounds like, I guess it could be a weapon.
Seems like a weapon, but it's... Oh, there it is.
There
Hellebore
it is.
parasol. Equip. Yes, sir. I got myself an umbrella. Watch out for me, buddies.
It's not an umbrella, that's a parasol.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You are correct. How?
What's a parasol? It's an umbrella.
It's an umbrella. All right, I'm gonna get one more. So I got that one. So I'm still missing this double dagger thing, and I'm still missing whatever the hell this thing is. Whatever the heck. I'm sorry, it's the family chin. Whatever the heck this thing is.
The bow?
Yeah, it looks like a bow, but I don't know why we'd have a bow in a range-based game, but whatever. All right,
In a
let's
Valentine's
open.
Day event?
And we get the bow! No, we don't. We only get 40 cosmetic. Alright. We get nothing. I've got a parasol, and I'm not afraid to use it. I'm gonna go sell everything that is uncommon, common, rare, and epic. Goodbye. All of you stuffs. Now, this is all related to just this area, right?
Right. Just this area. And you sold some spells in there too.
We should probably not sell everything. Let's go back to here. How do I reset? Reset. Okay. Let's do just the hats. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we'll keep the purples for now because I might be wearing some of those. Boom, boom, boom. Delete that. And then boom, boom, boom. Delete all that. And then boom, boom, boom.
More likely you have legendaries of these.
Yeah, I'll just do the common and rare. A lot of that could be thrown away, probably. These, I have no idea. Whatever. Rings. Do we get rings for this? Oh, yeah, I have Love Struck Mage. Let's reset that. Let's sell the common ones.
Get rings?
Apparently, right? So let me go back here and equip vest. Hey, look at that. It gave me a sigil. I didn't even know I could do a sigil in this area. No wonder I lost last round, right? This gives me a little walk speed, a little bonus damage. See? And this whole thing. Alright. I didn't know I could do that. Doesn't matter. I'm done. Thanks for chatting. No, I found this fascinating to talk and like bounce ideas around back and forth because I have no idea what the world's changing into, but it is changing certainly very quickly.
People are afraid. I don't think there's any real reason to be afraid. If our governments all start failing us, we have other. If like our societal contracts start breaking down, it's a bigger issue to worry about in Washington than it is anywhere else.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully we'll tackle that on another day. By the way, if you're Twitch watching, Saturday nights we do the adult stuff, and I've got a couple of friends that are playing Control for the first time, which is fabulously bizarre, like X-Files type game, if you remember the X-Files. It's fantastic.
I think I'm still your only viewer.
Yeah, right now you are. But it's weird because on YouTube I've got like 5, 10, 20 viewers this last couple of weeks because I'm playing Expedition 33 during the week, and I'm playing
YouTube. I forgot all about YouTube.
Yeah, and then we're playing but I still stream it on Twitch. And then we're doing Control on Saturday nights usually. At least recently we've been doing it the last 2 or 3 Saturdays. And it's so bizarre. No one on YouTube comments anything. And I'm like, come on, there's like 15 people here. Someone just let me know that you're live. And it's dead silence for the last like 10 streams. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Bizarre.
I'm looking at YouTube now, and maybe there's one other person watching aside from me.
Oh, on YouTube, it's probably my phone to make sure that it's actually streaming.
Well, you need to get the viewership back up.
I do. We used to have like 20, 30 when Dungeon Quest was a thing. But sadly, it's usually just like
you can put in the
5 or so.
In like the Fabled Legacy Discord, you can put like that you're streaming. There's a section for that.
For sure. And I got approval for that. I got it, the ability to post there, etc. I just haven't done it the last couple of weeks just because. I don't know. It's like, we got 3 people in here. That's fine. But maybe next week we'll be like, hey, how come we don't have more? Actually, next week I won't be here. I'm going to be in Georgia. So I can't stream. But this Saturday I will on the Droid.
Have you seen? We can talk after you close the stream. I have some
let me
thoughts
close the
about
stream.